episode of Let's Get Down to Business. Our first guest is Shane Eagle.
Yeah.
So,
Shane. Yeah, high five first of all. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for letting us get in your business.
Nah, it's all good. Don't sweat.
Okay.
Everything's good.
So, let's talk about Rocking The Daisies.
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I'm so excited. Like, I'm not even lying. I'm so excited because the album is out and it's like so much new music to perform. It's gonna be a vibe, you know. Festivals are like always like dope, you know. Shows and clubs and like those things are cool. But when you get to do a festival and like summer and like the vibe is right and like everybody's with you, so I'm excited for Rocking The Daisies. And Joey Badass is coming through and he's like one of my favorite rappers, so
Yeah. Other than Joey Badass and yourself, which other performers are you looking forward to?
I'm gonna be looking forward to see, like, I'm gonna try to catch as many people as I can on the day, you know, but I'm trying to like focus. I know like everyone's rushing for the international people, but I'm trying to rush for like the local dudes first because it's like I know how much effort they're gonna put to like for preparation for the show. So I'm gonna try and catch as many people as I can.
Okay, and what do you think the significance of local hip hop artists is when you get to perform at Rocking The Daisies?
I think it shows like, who's the creme de la creme, I think. Because like if you're performing at Daisies, it's like it's a big deal. And they always select like certain like type of artists. So I think, everybody's on the lineup is like dope. Whether it's like DJs or like artists, I think it's gonna be amazing. Especially like, there's nothing more beautiful than like bringing everybody together because of music. For me, that's like the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, and they said because they select the best among everyone, what should people expect from you?
Oh, just like a whole like balanced, like very well put together like musical set, because like new music and like the album is out, so we're gonna put like a lot of effort into like making it an experience rather than just like a performance. I want like everybody who's there to see me to leave like, feel like one.
Yeah. So do you feel like it was recently released, but do you feel like some of your Shane Eagle fans would resonate with it completely when you perform?
At the Daisies, definitely. What's crazy is because like on the day we dropped 5 days, like on Thursday, and I had a show in Cape Town and Durban on the Saturday. I landed in Cape Town, I had my hoodie on, saying, "Oh, we need to go get something to eat." So we go get something to eat. And like we come out the store and there's like these bunch of kids and like we see, he's like, "Yo, that's Shane." He comes up to me, he's like, "Man, like the new album, I love it, like Yellow's my shit." And like everyone's like going in, and then later on at the show, we performed like 2 new songs of the album, which is Let It Flow and Navy, and like everybody was singing it. Yeah. So that was like 2 days. So imagine like, oh for real? Yeah. Shout out. So, by the time Daisies comes out, it's gonna be fine.
Yeah. And then sorry.
That's cool.
Let's talk about Yellow.
Yeah.
Right? What inspired you to name your album Yellow?
Everyone's asking about the title. So it's like every thought, every memory, every like vision, like anything with like not necessarily the vision, but anything with like nostalgic element, like all those thoughts and ideas and even like childhood memories are in that color. So it's like, like the memories I have of like my grand before like she passed on, or like me like playing in the park, with like family, or just like everything that I talk about in the album, like our like past experiences, even visions, like I see it in that color in my head sometimes.
Yeah.
Or most
Yellow.
times. Yeah, like a faded, like pastel yellow. That's what it looks like in my head sometimes.
Yeah. How would you describe the color yellow to a blind person?
Me, like, they can't see me, right?
They can't see.
So it's like, my bad. So it's like, how would I describe the color yellow? I feel like it is the brightest color. It's the brightest color, and it represents like just shine and lighting everything like in your path, and like I would say it's like someone who can't see, it is the brightest color and it's the lightest color, and it's easy to like connect with. So if you can't see me, we'll still be able to connect.
Because of the color yellow.
Because of the color yellow.
Okay, that's dope, actually. Can you distinguish the difference between Shane Eagle, debut album Yellow, that guy, and the guy from The Hustle?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like there's like a huge difference. There's like a whole lot of growth, you know, but the growth came with me as a person first and then the music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I had to grow as a person before I could grow in the music. You know, I had like new experiences, new understandings, new signs, new lessons. So I grew as a person first and then the music grew. So but the Shane from The Hustle was just like, you know, just hungry kid who's like here to take everything from everybody. And then now it's more of like still the element of hunger, but like very in control, very in charge, very dominant. And it's like, yo, I'm letting everybody know that, yo, things are changing. There's like a shift in the sound. There's, you know, new ideas. It's a new age. It's a new wave. And like, stop doing everything so conventionally, man. We're here to change the world, and you can't do that by following everybody else. So,
okay. Yeah. So in your response, you mentioned how you as a person, right? We don't know you as a person. We know Shane Eagle, the performer, the rapper. Do you want to tell us about Shane, the person? Yeah.
What would you like to know? Is there anything like specific,
Nothing
or is it
specific.
just like in general? Shane the person is Shane Eagle.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like
you can't separate the two.
Nah, you can't really separate the two. The only difference would be is like me chilling in my drawers and my sweats versus me like in like a dope outfit on stage. But like I'm like me in every situation, and that's like the key to like getting people to understand you, because a lot of these dudes, like, you know, they put on like a facade or like a fake thing, but they don't live in reality. I live in reality, and I'm very like aware of like every situation, and like in every moment, I'm like over the past like year and a half, I've been like learning to live in the moment, because like tomorrow's not guaranteed. So I need to take this moment in. I need to be fully aware and fully understanding of this moment. So Shane Eagle is like me all the time.
Yeah, no alter ego.
Nah, I do have an alter ego, but it's like a clown. He's like a joke. You know, it's nothing too serious. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And how do you describe the experience of a hip hop artist in South Africa?
The experience of it.
Yeah. How do you receive your fans?
It's a crazy experience, you know, because it's like I'm also learning, like on this journey, like I'm learning how to understand like who I am in society and understand like my role. You know what I mean? Like just before The Hustle, when I was just recording music, I would just like make music and just be saying like whatever, and like, but then when you realize like the responsibility, like when you go to a show and people are coming up to you like, you know, crying and saying, yo man, like your music saved my life. Those are moments where you start realizing that, yo, there's like a responsibility on my shoulders, and I need to be very aware, very controlled about what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? And my experience has been, I feel like, a lot different to a lot of other people, but it's like, you know, realizing where I'm at, realizing like what I could do with this platform. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are put like in the limelight and like are put in a certain position, and what do they talk about? They talk about what they wearing, they talk about this or that, and it's like, man, like you could like practically change the world, and you decide to talk about what, you know, so yeah.
Shane, hopefully we'll like edit like some
They'll definitely edit. It's cool. You're doing well.
Really?
Yeah.
First time here.
You're doing well.
Okay, let's get to the fun questions.
Yeah.
No, not that there is.
Nah, stop.
Do you ever get used to being a celebrity?
I was saying to the guys, I don't see myself as a celebrity. But then that's just me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I've been trying to understand like this whole thing of like going to the mall and like everyone trying to take photos, or like going here and like, because it's like I'm always like focused on me. I'm not like too focused on what's happening around me. So it's like for me, it's like nothing changed. Like for me as a person, but then like the situation changed. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I don't worry too much about like status. It's like temporary. or like anything like material. It's like that's just gonna fade. It's like I feel like the most important thing to me is not like status, it's more like happiness.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's like I feel like this whole journey and this whole thing is about happiness. You know what I'm saying? When you can get to a point in your life one day where you can just be happy, that's when I feel like you've made it. Not about how much money you have. Because I know people who have a lot of money but aren't happy. So I'd rather be happy.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was going through your bio, research things,
Yeah, I know you got
so
it,
Meek Mill is
Yeah.
like one of.
Oh yeah, Meek. During that time, you know, they need to update their bio a little bit. But nah, I'm kidding. Like Meek is. I'm just playing myself. Still one of like my favorite rappers, my favorite MCs. He's just like so street, so hard. You know, he's actually one of the only dudes from the street who are like rapping it and like hitting it. And he's just a beast. A lot of people don't understand me. You know, they just think he makes some noise, but he's actually like saying some real shit. So.
Yeah. So why is he like that guy for you before after the Drake beef?
No, he was even like before like the whole Drake thing and after the Drake thing because like like nothing changed with me. He's still my dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, but Meek will always be like one of my favorite rappers.
Mm. Have you ever been in a beef?
In a beef, I'm not too worried about beefs. Beefs are like, why would we beef when we could just be happy? When we could just like chill, crack jokes, like laugh, talk about changing the world. Why should we be angry at each other? You know what I'm saying? I don't like promote that. I don't put that into the world. You know, I only put like, you know, I understand how the world works. I like to believe at this point, and it's like, just like put positive energy out there, and like it'll definitely come straight back to you.
Okay. And then if you had a superpower?
Oh, what would it be? I think I'd like to like turn on to like fire. I think like being able to like that dude from Fantastic Four. Yeah. So if I could like go on fire and
Flame
fly.
on.
Yeah, flame on. Yeah. Or like either fire or like ice. Like if I could freeze everything. You know, because sometimes it's like it's crazy. Those are actually like sometimes like both sides of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very emotional, so it's like one minute I'm like hot and the next minute I'm cold. So you just need to catch me on a good day. It would be cool.
Like today. Okay. If you weren't a rapper and a performer, what would you be?
I think I'll be like one of those like wildlife dudes, like one of those guys who like study like animals and like not really a biologist. Is that the one? No, it's like more of like
Geologist.
is it a geologist? What are the guys who like study animals and like go into the safari? Like those dudes. Like remember that Australian guy who got like passed away because like the stingray stung him? You should check that out.
How come you don't have verses in the other languages?
In other languages, because I'm better at like rapping in English.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I always like, what's the point of doing something if you're not the best at it? So I try, like, I focus on the strengths and not the weakness. Because if I had to try and rap in Afrikaans or like Shish or like Zulu or Sotho, it's difficult for me. English is like my strength, and English is the one where I relate to like a lot.
You express yourself in
Yeah.
English. Okay. Do you play sports?
Yeah, definitely. When now like in like a year, 2 year in high school, it's like I used to play a lot of sports. I was like a sports dude, but now it's like time because of time. I don't really get the time to play anymore. But it's like I'm trying to like set up some stuff where we can like play more sports. The sports are like cool. It's one of my favorite things, you know.
And because I know you have a lot of collaborations and features and stuff, who is your favorite artist to work with?
Favorite artist to work with? Oh, I think I have to think about that. Probably, I think like everybody I've worked with has given me like a new interesting like element and a side that I didn't expect. You know what I'm saying? So I think like everybody who I've worked with has kind of like taught me something cool or show me like something dope. But like I like hanging with like think like everybody who I worked with has been cool. But like one of the best experiences was probably when I was in the studio with, I don't know, everybody. Everybody had like something cool. Because if I say like that person, it'll be like, what about me? I had something cool. You know what I'm saying? So like everybody who I featured with was like, I've had like a dope moment.
Okay. So I'm pretty sure you've done this a lot of times, interviews, right? So what question would you have liked to
ask
myself?
Maybe, you know, because it's like always questions, like everyone always asks the same questions and stuff like that. But maybe like, I haven't thought about it. Probably if I was in your seat, I'd probably ask me, like, what's the final goal? You know, like when it's all said and done, and like, you know, the smoke is cleared, and like it's not too much hype anymore, and you know, I'm older, and like what's that? And that would be like happiness. You know what I'm saying? When then I can look around and like see that everybody that I know who's dear to me and like close to me is like happy, and like every financial situation is taken care of, like everyone's like cool, you know, and now you can just focus on being alive. It's like out here, it's like there's so many things that stop you from just existing, like the system, and like so many things are put into place where you can't even just like be alive. Like you gotta pay for everything. You gotta, I'm saying the system is crazy, and the system has always been put there before me and you and thousands of years before. You know what I'm saying? It's not many ways to change it. The only way you can change it is probably love. You know what I'm saying?